Here we go with recruiting. So, by the way, the reason we didn't have time to cover the portal and much recruiting is because every freaking week we got to cover the breaking news of whoever messed up that week. I'm hoping next week everybody behaves and everybody is on their best behavior. Nobody gets any DWI, OWI, and we can talk recruiting. We could talk portal. You go back to last year. We were talking recruiting every week. We were talking portal every week. But this has just been cuckoo bananas this season. So, Moose, thank you for your $5. Word around the block is that Carter Smith killed it at the Elite 11 and is projected to rise in his rating. Carter Smith is looking good, guys. TJ, what have you been watching? What he's been up to at quarterback?
Yeah, so I mean, the most exciting thing is his mechanics are improving, right? So Carter Smith is a very athletically gifted quarterback, Gatorade Player of the Year in Florida, which as a junior is extremely difficult to achieve. He achieved it. The issue with Carter Smith is his feet placement, and then also his throwing motion, right? But his feet placement is improving drastically. He quit playing baseball. He was a high-level baseball prospect, MLB draft prospect quality player. So to see him fully focus on football, he has a quarterback coach. His family's fully invested. It's very intriguing, very encouraging. He didn't get the Elite 11 invitation yet, but word is he will likely get it in the coming camps. But yeah, I mean, I'm extremely intrigued with his mechanic development, and I'm looking forward to seeing how he does his senior season.
That last play there was like 8-on-1.
Dude.
Yeah,
I mean, he's a dog, man. Like, he really is. He's a very interesting prospect.
Look at the cannon, and I understand it's high school, so the defensive coverage isn't going to be quite as good as you're going to see in college, and there's of course nuances to this, but those types of mechanics. Bryce Underwood, who? Because this guy's looking.
I don't know about that. Bryce Underwood would be nice, but no, I mean, look,
I get it.
But Carter Smith, his dad's a former MLB player, so he comes from a baseball background. You can actually see the baseball mechanics in his throwing. So as you could tell, his mechanics are not the best. His feet are not set, and his throwing motion he actually short arms it a lot. But if you look at his film now at the Elite 11, his feet work is like drastically improved. He's looking like a totally see how he's throwing off his front foot. You don't want to do that. But yeah. Like, it's all arm, right? He's got all that power in his arm, so it's very encouraging. So if you look at his newer film, his footwork is so much more improved, and he's elongating his throwing motion. So it's intriguing, and he's going to be the quarterback that they're going to try and build the class around. It'll be interesting to see if they try to get another quarterback in this class. Right now, the word is no, but we'll see. Bryce Underwood would probably be somebody they would take, though.
Ferris, what do you think about his comp to JJ McCarthy? Moose is talking about that here. You just watched some of the film. The improvisational ability, when you think of JJ and what he did his very first drive with Michigan against Western Michigan. From then on, he has this ability when he has to. He does it when he has to, right? He tries to limit that. But if he needs to, like fourth quarter Alabama, one-handed quick save of that play to toss it to Roman Wilson. Yet every couple of times a year, you need that improvisational ability. What do you think about what Carter Smith could bring to bring that consistency?
Yeah, I mean, just a couple notes here, because I've gone through a whole week of after I made the declaration that JJ might go number 3 to the New England Patriots. I've been going back and forth on the internet with a lot of people in New England who think that JJ's overrated or whatever. But yes, what you're saying is the denominator. If you have a denominator that's kind of low, but everything else looks good, you're making the plays that you have to make. That makes a lot of sense. I think what's intriguing to me is that there's sort of this alternating year of trying to get somebody great. So you've got Jaden Davis. How long is he going to last? And then how can you set this up so that it's it's a train that can keep going, and then is it kind of a 2-year cycle? Maybe. So it'll be interesting to see also in obviously there's transfers to worry about as well. But if Michigan can keep a steady flow, that would be great in the most important position. So if his rankings improve and he stays with Michigan, do not expect JJ. JJ was better than Tom Brady. JJ was better than Jim Harbaugh himself. So yeah. I don't expect another JJ. There's not going to be another JJ 2.0. That's what I'll say. But I'm encouraged with the idea of having a steady flow of quarterbacks and sort of making sure you time it right, that, okay, where does the baton get handed off to? In theory, could it go from Alex Orji, Denegal, one of those two, probably Orji, and then it gets handed off to Jaden Davis, then it gets handed off to Carter? Maybe, that might be a good way to look at it.
I would add, if we're looking at JJ, the prospect, as a senior in high school, to Carter Smith, the prospect, as a senior in high school, the reality is JJ was a more polished quarterback. That's just kind of where it is. But Carter Smith has a ceiling that I would say is not too far from a JJ. Maybe more of a playmaker with his feet. And that doesn't mean JJ wasn't capable with his feet. I'm saying more willing. Carter Smith's willing to tuck the ball and run a little bit more than JJ. JJ ran if he had to, where, Carter Smith might be looking to run a little more frequently. But, I'd say JJ was the better prospect, but Carter Smith is a prospect that you can be excited about.
I think he could absolutely, with the right coaching, if Kurt Campbell's still quarterback, OC and quarterbacks coach when he's rising the ranks. I think JJ McCarthy, again, I know it's a big bar. I get it. But what I see in the film, what I see in his abilities, he's 6'3", which height does play a role in this. The balls can get batted down and things like that when you're shorter. These are the types of things that, this guy has. And if he's coached properly, I don't think it's unreasonable that could happen. But what we don't want is to expect it, right? What we want is to have him grow and develop, and we'll see how it goes. But what we've seen in the film excites me. So Moose, thank you for always posting for Mark all the stuff. Apologies, I've been trying to get to every comment and super chat and produce the show at the same time. So forgive me if I don't get to everything. But this one we haven't covered yet. Protect yourself online. We have a sponsor called Aura, and it really does help the network a ton. If you sign up for a free trial at aura.com/MarkRogers, you get a 14-day free trial. I tried it, and I was actually really shocked by, quite frankly, the amount of places that your data's in, the amount of information your data's in, and what is happening. And it really does do a good job of alerting you, and kind of having a holistic kind of protection. So check out Aura. Check it if you've been hacked or you have any type of issue with protecting your data. Aura.com/MarkRogers. You get a 14-day free trial, and it really helps the network. So the link is right there to do that. We have one more super chat as well, and then we'll do final thoughts. But Scottish. So I appreciate all you guys do. Michigan will have their work cut out this season. I think they'll do fine, though. Go Blue. I mean,
there you go.
There you go. So thank you, Scottish. Any thoughts on that? I mean, I feel like he's kind of summed up the sentiment there.
It kind of makes it more exciting too, because we talked about all the position battles. We talked about all the players to look at. We probably named more than maybe more than 22 names, right? So because we're talking about backups as well. So So I think it work out. So let's see how it works. It's exciting to kind of think of all of the possibilities. Hopefully we don't lose too many players to the portal and we gain a few. So that'll make it even more exciting as well.
Yep. Yeah, and also, I want to just say we appreciate you, man. Thanks for the donate or the super chat, and keep watching the show. We appreciate that.